All right, I think we're all set to go. Cool. All right, welcome everybody to episode 8. Wow, it's getting crazy over a week of me doing this. My name is Brian, and this is Viral Vlogs. So it's a daily vlog update show. Let's call it that. Cool. Where I talk about the coronavirus or COVID-19 and how it impacts New York specifically, but the world in general as well. I recently just started working at a hospital in New York City, so I'm traveling to New York City daily, and I'm in the heart of it. Because New York City, I think it's either one of, if not the most hard hit area as far as cases of coronavirus go. So I'm trying to provide daily updates, hopefully to give a insider's perspective, or just somebody who's dealing with it every day, so I can get my story out there and maybe others can learn from that. With that out of the way, let's talk about some positive news. Positive news is good, especially when it comes to this. I know there's a lot of negative news going out. It's hard to fathom that just a couple months ago, we had no idea this was coming, and now the entire world seems to be shut down. It's absolutely insane. But, so, first and foremost, let's talk about the coronavirus case, the not-so-flat curve over here. I do this every video. I update, or at least I try to, update the coronavirus cases throughout New York, which is, as I mentioned before, one of the most hard-hit areas. So this is the entirety of New York State, although most of the cases, if you go down here, a lot of the cases are in the city. So, New York City has a confirmed number of 162,000 cases. The next one down is Nassau County. That's actually where I live, and that is 35,000 cases. So you can see there's quite a bit of difference there in the number of cases. Obviously, New York City is so much more densely populated, so that is definitely the reason why. But, so yesterday I covered how, when I started doing these vlogs, we were right about here or so, and we were on a decline, and then it slowly started going up again. And now the last couple days, we've been on a decline of cases, which is great. So yesterday, we dropped from, where were we? 26. So we dropped from 5,002 to, I'm sorry, no, gotta go back a little bit. So we went to 10,000 cases, and we dropped to 5,000 cases. That was about a 44% decrease. So, again, we have another decrease. This time about, I did the math over here. So, I didn't do the math. I'm terrible at math. But I used this handy dandy, calculator soup. Alright, cool. Free advertisement. So you just plug in the values. So there was 5,902 cases, and then the next day there was 3,951. So that's about a 33% decrease. So we had a 44% decrease, and then a 33% decrease on top of that. So we are actually at the lowest point since right about here, end of March. So that's good. It's good to see the cases not just steadily going up, but also decreasing as well. That means we're doing a good job. That's this flattening of the curve. So it doesn't go straight up. It, kind of tails off. And I think in a couple months, once there's more data, this up and down spiky graph right here is going to look much more flat. But right now it's the not so flat curve. So that's good news. All right. Good news number 2. Apparently, so if you're a New Yorker, you're probably aware of this. If you're not a New Yorker, you might not be. But so the Javits Center, I think it's a conference center a convention center, that's in New York City. I think most famously, it's known for hosting New York Comic Con every year. But with the increased number of coronavirus cases, it's been kind of transformed into a makeshift hospital for the last month or so. That is set to close in May. They no longer need the extra space. So double thumb. Where's my camera? Double thumbs up for that. That is awesome. That they're able to close the center and they don't need the additional space for coronavirus patients. Fantastic news. These are all good signs for the current state of things. Another piece of good news, I talked about it previously, but the hospital I personally work at, so this is something that directly affected me. We had extra space allocated for coronavirus patients. That space has, I think, since been closed, or it's in the process of closing. So, awesome. The fact that they don't need the additional space, very much like the Javits Center, although on a much smaller scale, obviously, but something that impacted me directly. But these are things that I'm able to share with you because it's something that impacts, that might not make the national news, like the Javits Center, but my hospital closing their small little wing. So, there we go. So, these are all good things that have happened in the past week or so. Javits Center's set to close, I believe, sometime in May, if all goes to plan. And we're still seeing a decrease in cases, which is fantastic. So, yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to talk about today. If you guys have any questions for me, please leave a comment down below. I would be more than happy to take your questions, comments, anything. Feel free to hit me up on social media. I have my Twitter and think Instagram and stuff linked in the description below. So if you feel like contacting me that way rather than YouTube, you can shoot me a message on there, DM, mention, follow, whatever you want to do. And with that being said, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my iced coffee, get some work done, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, be healthy, and most of all, take care. All right, bye guys.